Welcome to this Basics of Mathematics session on Unacademy CAT4MBA channel. My name is Ronak Shah and today we are going to discuss basics of profit and loss and SICI. So as you all know that this series of sessions are aimed to clear your basics if you are preparing for CAT or any other MBA entrance exams. The basic concept should be pretty clear. Okay, so this is what we try to do with this series of sessions. Right, so let's quickly go ahead and let me quickly brief you about myself in case if you are new to this particular session. So my name is Ronak Shah and I have completed my MBA and I'm also an engineer. I have been training students for more than 12 years and I have trained more than 10,000 students in this period. Not only that, I have personally appeared for CAT 5 times and 2 times have scored more than 99 percentile, right? And we have the team of best educators on this channel, which is Unacademy CAT4MBA. So if you want to attend our daily live sessions, then you must subscribe to our channel. Make sure that you have subscribed to the channel and you have also pressed the bell icon. Right, now let me quickly brief you about the agenda of this session. So today we are going to discuss some important terms and then shortcuts for calculations. We will also discuss the difference between simple interest and compound interest, and then we'll look at some important formulae and we'll also practice some questions. Okay, so this is what we are going to do in next 1 hour, right? So once again, just make sure that you have subscribed to this channel, and you can also subscribe to our Telegram channel, which is CAT4MBA, right? So that you can get regular updates. And if you want to conquer your preparation, if you want to have more sessions, then you can definitely attend it on Unacademy platform also. So we conduct daily lives on YouTube as well as we conduct the sessions on Unacademy, and there are some detailed courses, more structured courses. So you must go for Unacademy subscription, and these are the subscription plans. So you can go for either 1 year plan or you can go for 2 years plan. And yeah, you can use my referral code SHAH10 and you can enjoy 10% waiver, and you can also follow me over there. Right, so let's everyone begin. So yeah, once again, good afternoon to Varshini, Nicole. How are you all? Great. So guys, let's take an example. So we want to understand certain terms of for the profit and loss. So for that, let's take one example. Suppose you went to Big Bazaar to purchase something, okay, say a soap, and the price that was mentioned on that soap was 50 rupees. Now what do we call this price? So we normally call it MRP, right? Maximum retail price. In the context of profit and loss, we will call it mark price, or you can say the printed price, the price which is printed on the article. So that's the mark price. Now this Big Bazaar people are giving you a discount of 10% on this price. So of course 5 rupees will be deducted, right? Now what you get is called selling price. But selling price for whom? For you or for Big Bazaar people? Of course for them, because they are selling you finally at this price. So this is the selling price for Big Bazaar people. So we are taking this complete example from their perspective. For you, this 45 rupees is the purchase price, or you can say cost price. But here we are taking this example from their perspective. Now suppose they purchase this soap from Hindustan Unilever at 35 rupees. So can I say they are making a profit of 10 rupees? Right? So this is how we can get profit or loss that they are making. If your selling price is more than cost price, of course it's profit. If selling price is less than cost price, it's loss, and so on and so forth. So this is pretty simple. Now if you want to calculate profit percentage, so remember that profit or loss percentage is always as a percentage of cost. So here profit as a percentage of cost price will get you the profit percentage. So this Big Bazaar people are earning profit of 10 rupees on the cost price of 35 rupees. So that profit percentage is 10 upon 35 into 100. So if you just solve this thing, this will come out to be 2 by 7 into 100. So this is the profit percentage, and this will come out to be 28.56%. So I'm sure you all are very clear, because in the previous session I had given you those fractions and equivalent percentages, right? So you must remember that 1 by 7 is equivalent to 14.28%. So 2 by 7 is double of that, that is 28.56%, right? So yeah, hi Vineet, Arunima, Siddesh, Shamita, how are you all? Great. Fine. So what I'm trying to tell you is, please remember, discount is always calculated on mark price. If there is no discount, then this mark price and selling price will be same. Same way, profit or loss percentage is always calculated as a percentage of cost price. So this is what you need to primarily remember. Okay, now in profit and loss questions, mostly you will have to calculate selling price if cost price and profit percentage is known, or you will have to calculate cost price if profit percent or loss percent and selling price is known, and so on and so forth. So we will have to look at some quick techniques to calculate this thing, right? So let's look at one example, how to calculate cost price to selling price. I mean, how to calculate selling price if cost price is known. So here is that example. Suppose cost price is 150 rupees and profit is 20%. Okay, so what will be selling price? So it's very simple, that you will calculate 20% of this 150, it will come out to be 30 rupees. Add 30 rupees to that and you will get selling price. So if you purchase something at 150 and if you want to make a profit of 20%, you must add this 30 rupees to that, because 20% of 150 is 30. You add to that 150, so you'll get 180. You must sell this article at 180 rupees. Very simple, right? So this is very easy. Calculating selling price from cost price is very easy. Same way, suppose there is a loss of 15%. So cost price is 150, loss of 15%. Can you quickly tell me what will be the selling price? Please type it in the chat box so that I can make out how fast are you at calculation. Because in the previous session I had also shown you how to quickly calculate this percentage values, right? So please calculate this thing and type it in the chat box, everyone. So what is 10% of 150? It's 15. So what will be 5%? Of course 7.5. So total 15% will come out to be 22.5. And since it's a loss, subtract it from 150. So 150 minus 22.5, it should come out to be 127.5. Did you all get this answer? Yes, everyone? Right. So this is how you can easily calculate selling price from cost price. It's not difficult. Okay, now let's take a different scenario. Acha, before that, of course, there is a formula to calculate selling price when cost price is given, but I'll never recommend you to use this formula because it's very simple. You can straight away do the calculation. Okay, so rather directly do it this way. As I have mentioned, you calculate that many percentage of cost and straight away add or subtract. Fine. Now let's look at how to calculate cost price from selling price. Okay, so let's take this situation. Suppose the selling price is 198 and profit is 10%. So what should be cost price? Now please understand one thing, definitely the cost price has to be less than selling price, only then you can make a profit of 10%. So this value is definitely less than 198. The question is, how can I get this value? Can I calculate 10% of 198 and subtract it from 198? No, we can't do it, because this profit percentage is always percentage of cost, not of selling price. So if you calculate 10% and subtract from that, you will get wrong answer. Okay, so don't do it. So the question is how to calculate this thing. So guys, there is one simple point that you can remember. If there is a selling price of 198 and if the profit is 10%, right? So you will, if you want to find out cost price, you will have to divide this 198 by 1.1, and if you calculate, it will come out to be 180. Okay, one is, of course, you can do it in your mind. You can use some mental calculation and you can figure out, okay, if the cost price is 180, if I add 10% of 180, that is 18, I'll get 198 as the selling price. But then in case if you're not able to figure out, then you can use this approach also. Correct. So you can divide it by 1.1. Now why 1.1? So we will understand this part later on, but for time being, if there is a profit of 10%, you will divide by 1.1. If there is a profit of 15%, then you will divide by 1.15, and so on and so forth. Same way, let's take another situation. Okay, so if selling price is 198 and loss is 10%, so what will be the cost price? So here definitely my cost price will be more than 198. Only then I can say that I'm selling at lower price and I'm incurring a loss, right? So here if you want to calculate cost price, what you need to do is divide 198 by 0.9, as simple as that. Because there is 10% loss, so 100 minus 10, it's 90, so divide by 0.9. There was a profit of 10% over here, so 100 plus 10, it's 110, so we divided by 1.1. So if you just calculate this thing, 22 9s are 198, so this will come out to be 220. So if I purchase something at 220 rupees and if I sell it at 198, definitely I'll make a loss of 10%. So the question is, how can we quickly calculate this thing and how can we derive these factors, right? So one thing is for sure, selling price to cost price will not be that straight. Cost price to selling price is very simple, but selling price to cost price is not that straight, right? So for this, I'll, of course, there is a formula to calculate this, but then instead of formula, I'll give you a better table. I'll give you some multiplying factor, rather I'll say dividing factor. I'll give you dividing factor to find out this thing, not the multiplying factor. So remember this thing, if selling price is Y and profit is 10%, the cost price will be Y divided by 1.1. Once again, 100 plus 10%, so it's going to be 110%. So that's why we are dividing it by 1.1. Same way, if selling price is Y, profit is 25%, so this will be Y upon 1.25 or 47% profit, so Y divided by 1.47. So ultimately, whenever you are given selling price and if you want to find out the cost price, you will have to divide by something. If there is a profit, you will divide by 1 point something. If there is a loss, you will divide by 0 point something. So for example, if there is a 10% loss, you will divide by 0.9 because 100 minus 10 is 90. So that's why we are dividing by 0.9. If there is 25% loss, we will divide by 0.75. If there is 47% loss, we will divide by 0.53 because 100 minus 47 is 53. So we are dividing by 0.53, right? So this is what you can quickly remember. Now the question is, how did we get this multiplying? How did we get this factors for division, right? So the logic is, here logic is what I'm explaining just now. And someone has also correctly mentioned in the chat box, yes, that's correct. Unitary method. We are in a way using unitary method. Guys, please remember, cost is always considered as 100%. Please understand, cost is always considered as 100%. Now, if we are adding profit of 10%, selling price becomes 110% of cost. Selling price becomes 110% of cost. Okay, so now I am given the selling price. Okay, so say 110%, which is the selling price. If that is given as Y, so look at this example. Selling price is Y, that after 10% profit. So I can say 110% of the cost is given as Y. So now we need to find out what is 100%, as simple as that. So you just cross multiply them. So this will be your cost price. Here we are going to get cost price. So I'll get cost price equal to Y into 100 divided by 110. Yes, this is very simple. In fact, this can also be written as Y divided by 110 divided by 100. So this, I have placed this one in the denominator of this number. So if you just solve, this will come out to be Y divided by 1.1. So that's how we get this dividing factor. Have you all understood? Same way, if there is a loss of 10%, then the selling price will be 90% of the cost. Okay, and we can again apply the same concept, same unitary method, and we will come to this conclusion that cost price will be Y divided by 0.9. Have you all understood this part? Everyone, can you quickly do it? Now henceforth, if I give you some selling price and if I give you some profit percent, you should be able to quickly tell me that what will be my cost. By what factor should I divide the selling price to get the cost price? If you have understood this thing, then show me a thumbs up quickly. Show me a thumbs up. And yes, do not forget to press the like button. Everyone, so press the like button if you have understood this quickly, so that we can go to the next part. Yup. Yes, that's great, everyone. So now let's look at some questions related to this one. So whatever concepts I've just explained, we are going to solve some questions. Great. Okay. So now guys, tell me what is the answer over here. What will be the selling price if the mark price is 140 and discount is 20%? If the mark price is 140 and the discount is 20%, what will be the selling price? It's very simple. You can quickly calculate 20% of 140. So it will come out to be 28. Subtract it and you will get selling price as 112, right? So you should have entered this answer in the chat box ideally. So the moment you see the question, you will start calculating that, unless I ask you to wait for my instructions, that if there is a point to understand. Okay, so same way, this one we have already solved. So this is 127.5. We have already answered this question, right? Great. Okay, so let's look at a few more questions. If selling price is 150 and profit is 25%, then find the cost price. Can you tell me what will be the cost price over here? Quickly type in the chat box, everyone. Hi Dave, good to see you. Hi Sudarshana. Yeah, everyone, great. Keep learning with me, right? Mission 2020, CAT 2020, right? So we all are moving towards that, correct? So Dave, you can keep attending these sessions. It would also be helpful for IPMAT exams. That's for BBA plus MBA that I am in the IPM program. That's correct. So if you look at IPM questions, they are almost at the CAT level. So you can just follow me over here as well as on Unacademy platform, and you can attend my special sessions, and almost 90% I can say your preparation will be taken care. The only additional thing in IP Mat is slightly higher mathematics. So last year they had asked questions based on matrices also, and you have some more weightage to coordinate geometry, trigonometry, but yes, there is no calculus in that. Okay, so you can keep attending this sessions, Dave, and you will also be benefited. Yeah, hi Shubhankar, good to see you. So everyone, what's the answer for this one? Yes, that's correct. It's 120. So once again, we can apply that concept. Selling price, cost price is equal to selling price divide by, now here there is a profit of 25%, so divide it by 1.25. Of course guys, you can also do it by trial and error. So you know that 150 is the selling price after profit of 25%. So I can just think that, okay, if I take a number 120, if I take cost price as 120, and if I add 25% of 120, that is 1/4 of 120, which is 30. So 120 plus 30, it will get me 150. That's of course one way. In case if you are not able to figure out, then you can divide by this one. Now instead of solving this one, what you can do is you can just convert this decimal to fraction. So 125 is 1.25 is equal to 5/4. If you have attended those decimals and fraction basic math session, then I'm sure you will be very quick. If you haven't attended that, make sure that you watch all the previous videos. So this is lecture number 9 of basics of mathematics. There are 8 sessions available in the repository on this channel under the playlist basics of math. So please look at all those videos, and your concepts will be pretty clear. So this 4 will multiply over here. So if you solve it, you will get again 120 as the answer. The only thing is this calculation should happen very fast, because we can't waste so much time in this minor calculations. Are you getting this point, everyone? Yeah. So now can you try to solve the second question? By what fraction, please understand, by what fraction should you multiply the SP to get CP if loss is 20%? Now one way of understanding this, guys, let me show you a shortcut. Everyone please pay attention, don't try to solve it. Cost price is always taken as 100% and loss is 20%. So can I say my selling price is nothing but 80% of cost, right? So now if I want to make this 80% to 100%, can I say I must multiply by 5/4? Right, from 80% to, if I want to make it 100%, I should multiply by 5/4. Or the other way of looking at that is, if you look at CP to SP, you are multiplying by 4/5. So for SP to CP, you will multiply by 5/4. So the multiplying factor should be 5/4. One way. Okay, now let's look at the other way. Yes, good Varshini, good, pretty good. So let's look at another method to solve this question. Let's go ahead with our formula method, the dividing factor method. So can I say, CP is equal to SP. Let's assume SP is Y. So Y divided by loss 20%. So we'll divide that by 0.8. Now this is nothing but Y divided by 4/5. 0.8 is nothing but 4/5. And this can be written as 5/4 into Y. Right, so once again we got the multiplying factor same. Actually I wanted you to understand that when there is a loss of 20%, then you can straight away multiply your SP by 5 by 4 to get the CP. Are you getting this point? So if you can understand this part, this will really make your calculations faster. Just once again, in case if you have any confusion, let me explain this part one more time. So please understand that cost price is always taken as 100%. If there is a loss of 20%, that means your selling price is 80%. So now you have 80% value and you want to find out this 100% value. So of course, if I multiply 80 by 5 by 4, I'll get 100%. So that multiplying factor is nothing but 5 by 4. Are we all clear with this question? Show me a thumbs up quickly if you have understood this part. Everyone? Yup. Great. Dev, I'll definitely suggest you some books. Okay. Fine guys, so let's look at next question. Now this is very interesting. Buy 3, get 5 free. Find the percentage discount offered on each article. Can you tell me what will be this discount if you get this offer, buy 3, get 5 free? Okay, before that, can you quickly tell me, if I go for this offer, buy 1, get 1 free, what is the percentage discount that I am getting? Tell me, buy 1, get 1, what is the percentage discount? Yeah, and then tell me what will be the discount over here for this question. First, buy 1, get 1. What is the percentage discount, everyone? I'm sure you do lots of shopping, and now so we are in the unlocking phase. So the shops have started opening, right? So yeah, you will see plenty of offers because all the stores are looking forward to customers. They want to attract the customers. So buy 1, get 1. Yes, that's correct. It's 50% discount. When you say buy 1, get 1, it's 50% discount. So now can you tell me what is the discount offered when we get this offer, buy 3, get 5 free? Any answer for this one? This is slightly tricky, guys. Many students make mistake. Akash says 100% discount. Akash, 100% discount nahi hota hai. 100% discount means everything is free. You don't get everything free, right? You actually pay something, right? Fine. So guys, you can remember this point, simple formula, or you can say simple point. Remember this thing, percentage discount in such offers is always equal to free upon total into 100%. As simple as that. In buy 1, get 1 free, can I say you are getting total 2 garments out of which 1 is free? Yes, so that's why your discount is 1 by 2 into 100%. That will come out to be 50%. Yes, okay. Same way, buy 3, get 5 free means you bought 3 and you got 5 free. So that means you are getting total 8 garments. Okay, so I'll write down percentage discount is equal to discount percentage is equal to total. How many garments did I get? I got 8 articles or 8 garments. Okay, and out of them free were 5. So I'll write down 5 over here. So 5 by 8 into 100, this is your percentage discount, and if you calculate, this will come out to be 62.5%. So many a times you would have also heard of buy 2, get 1 free. So you must think what is the effective percentage discount they are getting. So sometimes stores give you this kind of discount that either you go for buy 2, get 1 free, or if you don't want to take 3 garments, then you can go for individual garments and you will get 30% discount. Now you must observe what is the difference, what is the additional discount that you are getting if you buy more garments, right? So buy 2, get 1 free. So in that the discount will be 1 by 3 into 100%. This is the discount that you get when you avail buy 2, get 1 free, because you are getting total 3 garments out of which only 1 was free. So this will come out to be 33.33%. Now see, observe, if you go for 3 garments, you will get 33.33% discount on each garment, and if you go for 1, then you will get 30% anyway. So if you really don't have that much requirement, why would you go for 3? Why would you shell out additional money for 2 garments, right? So this is how you need to be a smart customer, right? But yes, coming back to this question, buy 3, get 5 free. Actually, the effective discount is 62.5%. Have you all understood? Show me a thumbs up if you have all understood this, guys. and I'm assuming that by now you have become smart shopper as well, right? So now tell me, what is the answer for this one? Buy 3 get 5 free. What is the percentage discount offered on each article? What is the percentage discount offered on each article if you go for this offer? Everyone, quickly. Yup. So second question, what is the percentage discount, guys? Tell me, what's the answer? Buy 3 get 5 free. Jagdish, that's incorrect. 60% is incorrect. See, you are getting total 5 garments and out of them 3 you bought and you got 2 free. So percent discount is 2 by 5 into 100%. It will come out to be 40%, guys. Buy 3 get 5 free. That means you got total 5. Sorry, buy 3 get 5. That means you bought 3 and you got 2 additional garments free. So discount is free upon total, right? You will have to pay for 3 garments and you will get total of 5 garments. That means you got 2 garments free. Yes, everyone. So answer is 40%. Do not make such silly mistakes. Correct? Okay, fine. Yeah. So Dev, what are you doing? I mean, are you in 12th right now? So what you can do is definitely, I mean, you can also prepare with your friends. So ask your friends also to join this channel. If you, if you are preparing for IPMAT, I'm sure there will be other friends of yours who are also willing to get into IIMs after 12th, right after 12th, for that 5 years integrated course. So yeah, you can do me a favor. You can post about our channel. You can directly post this channel link on your Facebook page so that your friends and other acquaintances can also come to know about this channel and they can also prepare with you. So you will have very healthy competition, all of you. Okay, so when your friends are also on the channel, when they are also watching video, I keep asking you questions so you can see how fast are you compared to your friend, right? And that's very healthy competition. It's must. Okay, and do not forget to subscribe to this channel. So press the subscribe button and also press the bell icon so that you can get updates about my daily live session. Today in the evening at 9 p.m. we are going to have one more session on number system. I'll be live once again and I'll be teaching you the number system factorial concept. Yesterday we had discussed those last 2-digit concepts. Today we'll discuss factorial concept and some other miscellaneous questions which are asked in CAT exam. So do not miss that session as well. Yes, so everyone, let's move forward. Tell me the answer. What is the correct option? Now straight away type the option, correct option in your chat box, please. It should not take more than 30 seconds. For such question, you can't spend more than 30 seconds. As simple as that. So let's see whether you are able to get the answer in 30 seconds or not. Guys, quickly. A shopkeeper loses 10% by selling oranges at 162. So I know selling price, it's 162. The loss percent is 10%. So of course, cost price, you can do it this way also. 162 divide by 0.9. So 18 nines are 162, or you can do it by trial and error. That if the cost is 180 and if you subtract 10% out of that, you will get 162 as the selling price. So now we have got the cost price. Okay, now the question is, at what rate must he sell in order to gain 20%? If he wish to get 20% discount, at what price should he sell? So just add 20% profit to this. So if you add 20% of 180 is 36. So add 36 to that and your selling price will come out to be 216. Correct. So few of you got it right. It's option D, 216. Guys, as I mentioned, you should have not taken more than 30 seconds time. You need to be pretty fast. Okay, everyone. So try to do as much calculation in your mind as possible. That will save lots of time, because many of you have habit of writing everything on paper. Even if you are given selling price as 162 and cost price as 180 and profit is 20%. So most of the students I've seen, they write down 180, then they write 20%, then they calculate 20%, then they add it, and then they finally write selling price over there also. So please avoid doing all these things. Cost price 180, 20%. So quickly figure out it's 36, add it to 180 and you will get 216 as your answer. Right, fine. So let's look at one more question, everyone. So please try to answer this question. A man buys apples at the rate of 5 for rupees 4. Now what does it mean by 5 for rupees 4? Means he got 5 apples in total of 4 rupees. See, it's not 5 for rupees 4 each. Had it been 5 for rupees 4 each, that means cost of each apple is 5 rupees. But here it's 5 for rupees 4 and sells them at a rate of 4 for rupees 5. Okay, and sells them at a rate of 4 for rupees 5. That means he sold total 4 apples in 5 rupees. The profit percentage of the vendor is. So guys, if you want, you can just take one amount here. There are a couple of ways. Of course, you can find out cost price of one apple, and you can also find out selling price of one apple, and then you can find out profit percentage. That's one way. But instead, we'll take a shorter way. Just take a number which is easily divisible by 5 and 4. So let me assume 20 rupees. Suppose I have 20 rupees with me. Now I went to some farmer. I am the shopkeeper, so I get the apples from farmer. So I went to farmer, and in 20 rupees, how many apples will I get? In 20 rupees, how many apples will I get? Can I say 5 for rupees 4? Correct. So that means I'll get in 20 rupees, I'll get 25 apples. Isn't that? I'll get 25 apples. Enough? Okay. And yeah, he buys at this rate and he's going to sell at the rate of 4 for rupees 5. So in the 20 rupees, how many apple will he sell? Or if you want, you can just fix the number of apple, guys. That's better. Instead of doing it this way, just fix the number of apple. Everyone, let's assume that he bought 20 apples, because fixing amount will make things complicated. So let's assume he bought 20 apples. So what will be the cost price of 20 apples? Can I say 5 apple cost 4 rupees? So 20 apple will cost 16 rupees. Everyone, can we say the cost price for 20 apples is 16 rupees? Right. Now what will be the selling price for the same 20 apples? So he is selling at the rate of 4 for rupees 5. Okay. So can I say for 20 apples, he'll make 25 rupees? Yes or no? So that means he is selling goods which is worth of 16 rupees at 25 rupees. That's it. Means he's making a profit of 9 rupees. So profit percentage is 9 by 16 into 100%. Okay. Now please understand, this value is going to be more than 50%. Simple, because 9 by 18 or 8 by 16. Had it been 8 over here, it would have been exactly 50%. This is 9. So it is going to be more than 50%. There is only one option. You should straight away tick mark this. Guys, are you all clear with this problem? What I did is I fixed the number of apples that I bought, and I calculated cost price of this 20 apples and selling price of this 20 apples. As simple as that. Okay, so that's how I can calculate profit percentage. Right. Now suppose I want to go by this method. Let me calculate cost of one apple and selling price of one apple. So can I say cost of one apple is 4 by 5, because he bought 5 apples in 4 rupees. So cost of one apple is 4 by 5. That rupees should remain in the numerator. So 4 by 5 is what? 0.8, or I can say 80 paise. Now selling price is 5 by 4 rupees, or you can say 1.25 rupees or 125 paise. So this is another way of doing this calculation, that he's selling goods which, he's selling apple which cost him 80 paise. He's selling it at 125 paise. So that means he's making 45 paise profit. So 45 paise over 80 paise, it will come out to be 56.25%. As simple as that. Have you all understood this problem? Show me a thumbs up if you have understood. If you have any confusion, then type it in the chat box. Quickly, guys. If you all have understood, then show me a thumbs up. Or if you have any confusion, then type it in the chat box before we go ahead with the next problem. And we have understood two different ways, right? So guys, once again, these are the basics of mathematics session. Of course, we are going to discuss advanced level concept in the evening session. So you can, attend my evening 9 PM sessions, And in fact, you can also attend our other faculty sessions. So from today, the LRDI sessions are starting from 10 p.m. So please mark this time, 10 p.m. time for LRDI. Every day, 1 hour LRDI. Okay. So I'm sure you will also enjoy Mr. Shyam Jagrut's methodology. Right. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Fine, guys. So let's go to the next question. Great. Try to solve this question. Selling price of 12 notebooks is same as cost price of 15 notebooks. What is the gain or loss percent? Selling price of 12 notebooks is same as cost price of 15 notebooks. Again, there are two ways to solve this question. Everyone, two ways to solve this question. First we'll look at the normal way, and then we'll look at the shortcut. So the normal way is, if you want, you can assume cost price of one notebook as X rupees, one notebook. Okay. Selling price of one notebook as Y rupees. Okay. I'm just taking this for one notebook. So what is given? Selling price of 12 notebooks, that is 12Y, is equal to cost price of 15 notebooks, that is 15X. Yes. Okay. So if I just simplify, I'll get Y by X as 15 by 12. Now what does it mean? So we are selling goods, or we are selling the notebook which cost us 12 rupees. We are selling it at 15 rupees. So we are making a profit of 3 rupees on the cost price of 12 rupees. So profit percent is 3 by 12 into 100. It will come out to be 25%. Yes, this is normal method. Correct? Yes, that's correct. 25%. Now what is the shortcut? So guys, for shortcut, just pay attention and look at me. Okay, so we can also think it this way, that when I sell 12 notebooks and if I recover cost of 12 notebooks, will there be any profit or loss? No, because I'm selling 12 notebooks and I'm recovering my cost of 12 notebooks, so there will be no profit, no loss. But if I sell 12 notebooks and if I recover, or if I generate the revenue equal to the 13 notebooks cost, so can I say I'm earning a profit equal to one notebook? By selling 12 notebooks, I'm earning a profit equal to one notebook. So same way, if I sell 12 notebooks and if I recover the cost of 15 notebooks, that means I'm making profit equal to 3 notebooks. So by selling 12 notebooks, you are making profit equal to 3 notebooks. So profit percentage is 3 by 12. That is 1/4. That is 25%. You even don't need to use pen and paper for this, right? You don't need to use pen and paper. Straight away profit would have been 1/4. That is 25%. Correct? So this is how you are expected to answer question when you take up exams like SNAP, CMAT, CET, MAT and all. Only then you can cross that 95 percentile mark in that, because all these exams are speed based exam. You will not find very difficult questions in that. Yes, of course, not very easy also, but it will not be as complicated as you find in CAT. But you need to be very fast. So in SNAP exam, if you look at, you are expected to answer about 25 questions in time span of 30 minutes, right? So that is the challenge for you. All of this have very short time where you find easy questions. So I hope all of you are clear up till now, right? Now one last problem and then we'll go ahead with the next part, that is SICI. So today we are also going to understand simple interest and compound interest. I'm going to ask you one question which will surprise you. Okay, fine. So let's try for this question. Everyone, you should take about 60 seconds to solve this question. So please start solving it quickly. Observe the data carefully. What is given? It's about 2 watches. Each of them was sold at 1600 rupees. And he made a profit of 10% on the first and a loss of 20% on the second. So how much is his overall profit or loss? Okay, in terms of rupees, this is what we need to find out, right? So let me just represent the situation as it is given. In the meantime, you can quickly solve. So first watch, second watch, we know the selling price of both 6600. Okay, on the first watch we have made a profit of 10%. On the second he incurred loss of 20%. Now can you quickly tell me what are the costs? Now this is what you need to do. What are the costs? right? So can I say if I take cost over here as 6,000 only, then I can make profit of 10% and sell it at 6,600? I mean, this kind of calculation should come by mental calculation, guys. Okay, it's not that difficult either. So this has to be 6,000. I mean, you even should not require to divide 6,600 by 1.1. Otherwise, the normal method is 6,600 divided by 1.1. Okay, but then you can quickly do it. Now this one, here we are incurring a loss of 20%. So 6,600 divided by 0.8. Okay. So 6,600 divided by 0.8. Okay. So what is it going to be? So it's going to be, if you solve it, it will be 8250. Yes. 6,600 divided by 0.8 is 8250. Just solve it. So that means the cost price over here is 8250. Yeah. No, Akash, that's wrong. The answer is C. Please understand. Why? Because, right, this total, so total cost, total investment of this person, this dealer, is 14,250. And by selling these two watches, he could recover only 13,200 rupees. If you look at, this is the loss of 1050 rupees. Yes, everyone, can you do it this way? So yeah, as far as the basics are concerned, this is what you had to understand, right? In fact, we have covered almost all aspects of profit and loss. There are certain additional points like you can say false weight concept and couple of other concepts that will be covered in advanced level. But then it's mainly about solving questions fast, interpreting the complicated situations. So that is what make you very well prepared for CAT and other entrance exams. Right, now before we go ahead, so once again would like to tell you that in case if you haven't downloaded the Unacademy app, make sure that you download it and you can attend my special session. So after downloading the app, you can just search me by the name Ronak Kumar Shah, and probably you will not find me. So once you have searched me by this name, then you will see this option, all educators. So click on that option, all educators. Okay, so in that you will find me by this name. Search me first by this name and then you will see this option, all educators. So click on that and you will see first profile of mine, right? So yeah, you can just go there and then you can click the follow button. So once you are following me, then you will also get notification about my special sessions which you can attend even without taking any subscription. So some part of your preparation will even taken care over there as well, guys. And yes, guys, one more thing. So on this Sunday, I'm going to conduct marathon session of 4 hours from I think 1 to 5. Okay, 1 to 5. 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. and it is going to be on permutation and combination. So your complete CAT and other entrance exams, permutation, combination, probability, permutation, combination and probability will be covered over there. And then from next week in the daily live sessions, again I am going to start with permutation, combination. So once you have attended this 4-hour session, then you can reinforce your understanding by attending those daily live sessions. Okay, of course this will be slightly fast because it's a marathon session, but yes, I'm going to start from basics and we are going to go till advanced level. So please be there, right, for if you want to complete the permutation, combination and probability in 4 hours time. In fact, in less than 4 hours. Even if you be there for 2.5 hours, 3 hours, that will be perfectly fine, guys. So please book this slot afternoon, Sunday afternoon. Do not have biryani, otherwise you will fall asleep, right? So make sure that you are keeping yourself fresh, rejuvenated, have healthy food. Yeah, guys. So let's go ahead and let's understand the concept of simple interest and compound interest. And the only thing which I need to make you understand is the difference between SI and CI. What is the difference between SI and CI? So guys, we have been using this concept, or we have learned this concept since our school, and we are using it probably in our day-to-day life. Simple interest, compound interest. Okay. So, but then we never thought that how is that possible? I mean, in simple interest, we calculate interest on the same principal, while on compound interest, the principal keeps increasing because you keep adding your interest back to the principal and the principal keeps increasing So we calculate interest on that increased principal. So we will end up paying more interest. Suppose if we have borrowed some money, if you borrow at simple interest, we'll have to pay lesser money, lesser interest. If you borrow at compound interest, we'll have to pay more interest. So who would borrow at compound interest? That's the first question. Who would borrow at compound interest? Okay, same way, if you think from the bank or the lender perspective, bank is going to earn more interest in the case of compound interest. So why would they lend at simple interest? So when you go to bank to borrow a loan, bank will say, oh, we give only at compound interest. You would demand that, okay, I want at simple interest. So then there will be a clash, isn't that? So this is what we need to understand. Okay, what is the conceptual difference between these two? Right? So let me show you one calculation over here, everyone. So suppose I borrowed 1000 rupees from a bank at 10% rate of interest per annum. Okay, and that is for the period of 3 years. So if I borrow it at simple interest, so the calculation will be like this. The interest for the first year will be 10% of 1000. So it will come out to be 100. Interest for the second year will also be again 10% of 1000, that is 100. Interest for the third year will also be the same 10% of 1000, that is 100. So for the 3 years period, I'll pay total interest of 300 rupees and plus the principal of 1000 rupees. So I'll have to pay back the amount which is equal to 1300 rupees. Right? I am paying back total 1300 rupees. Very simple. Yes or no? Are you all with me? Show me a thumbs up quickly, everyone. Now instead, if the same thing is borrowed at compound interest, let's see what happens over there. So in the case of compound interest, the interest for the first year, in the case of compound interest, the interest for the first year will be 10% of 1000 only, that is 100. But at the end of the first year or before the beginning of the first year, this 100 rupees is added in this principal of 1000 rupees and a new principal will be now 1100 rupees. Why 1100 rupees? This 100 rupees interest has been added to this principal of 1000 rupees, right? So new principal is 1100 rupees. And for the second year, this 10% will be calculated on this 1100 rupees. So interest will come out to be 110 for second year. Again, this 110 will be added in this one. So we will get new principal P2. So 1100 plus 110, it will come out to be 1210 rupees. Yes or no? Again, for the third year, this interest will be calculated on this 1210 at the rate of 10% per annum. So it will come out to be 121. So if you check, in 3 years, we are going to pay a total interest of 331 rupees. And of course, this principal of 1000 rupees that you will also return. So total amount that you are going to pay, this is nothing but amount. So total amount that you are going to pay is 1331. The question is, who would like to borrow at compound interest or who would like to lend at simple interest? So here there is a confusion. So what is the difference between these two? Why would someone borrow at compound interest? So the reason is this one. Now listen to me carefully. I am sure even if you are in commerce, most chances are very high that you would not be aware about this arrangement, because ideally you should have been taught this concept in school properly or in college, but even they are sometimes not aware or probably they don't explore it that level. So here we need to understand this part very clearly, everyone. So what is the conceptual understanding? Let's understand it this way. So guys, when you borrow the money at simple interest, it is understood that you will pay back the interest after every year, or you will pay back the interest as and when it becomes due. So अगर मैंने simple interest पे पैसा borrow किया, if I borrowed the money at simple interest, at the end of the first year, I'll have to go back to the bank and I'll have to pay back this 100 rupees interest. So that's why at the beginning of the second year, my outstanding with the bank is just 1000 rupees. And bank will calculate 10% on this 1000 rupees only. Once again, it came out to be 100 rupees. So at the end of second year, I'll have to go back to the bank and pay this 100 rupees. And same way, at the end of the third year, I'll pay back this 100 rupees as well as this 1000 rupees. So in total, I'm paying 300 rupees interest and I'm paying 1000 rupees. I'm paying back the 1000 rupees of principal. But in the case of compound interest, if I borrow this 1000 rupees at for 3 years period at compound interest, I don't need to visit the bank for 3 years. That's the facility I'm getting. That's the liberty I'm getting, right? So what bank will do at the end of first year, of course, this interest of 100 rupees have been accrued, right? Which I'm not paying back. So bank will consider this as an additional borrowing. what is the outstanding at the end of first year? Of course, this 1,000 rupees plus this 100 rupees of interest which I'm not paying back to the bank, and that's why the total principal for the second year will be considered, or total outstanding for the second year will be considered as 1,100 rupees. Are you all clear with me, guys? Show me a thumbs up if you have understood this difference. In the case of simple interest, we pay back interest as and when it becomes due. In the case of compound interest, we don't pay interest in between. We pay directly at the end of the period. We pay the interest as well as the principal together. We pay the amount together. And that's why this interest will keep getting added to the principal and your principal will keep going up. Right? Have you all understood this, guys? Yes, great. Fine. So the question is, so where do we use simple interest and where do we use compound interest? That should be the question, isn't that? Right. So let me tell you, guys, in the case of education loan, you use concept of simple interest for first 2 years. For first 2 years, you use concept of this simple interest. So suppose you got admission in one of the IIMs, okay, and your fees is say 15 lakhs. And out of this 15 lakhs, your parents made a down payment of 5 lakhs, and now you have taken a loan of 10 lakh rupees from bank. Okay. So on that loan of 10 lakh rupees, your parents will have to pay the interest every month, because banks normally calculate interest every month, not like what we did. We are not given that monthly interest calculation question, because that will become too complicated. So we mostly deal with yearly or half yearly interest calculation, but actually bank calculates interest at the end of every month. So your parents will, suppose the rate of interest is 12% per annum. That's a standard education loan rate. Okay. So your parents will have to pay interest of 1% every month. So what is 1% of 10 lakhs? It's going to be 10,000. So till the time your education gets over, for 2 years period, your parents will have to pay 1% of interest, that is 10,000 every month. And once your education is over and once you get the job, your outstanding at that point of time will remain 10 lakh only. So that's why bank use this concept of simple interest over there, so that your principal doesn't increase. Right? And then once you are done with your MBA, that 10 lakh rupees will be divided in EMIs for 5 years or 7 year period. Now EMI calculation is neither direct simple interest nor compound interest. It's a slightly different calculation which you will understand once you go for management. So here in the first 2 years we use concept of simple interest. Same way, the concept of compound interest is used in the term loans. So term loans means, suppose there is a builder, okay, and this builder has a plot of land and he wants to construct buildings over there, but he doesn't have fund. So he has done his calculation that if I create buildings over here, I'll require about 200 crore rupees to create all the buildings, and for creating the buildings it will take 2 years. For the construction of building it will take 2 years and 1 more year for selling all the flats. So I'll require total 200 crore rupees for 3 years period. But after 3 years period, my total revenue will be 500 crore rupees. Once my all flats are sold, I'm going to get 500 crore rupees. So what he'll do is, he'll go to the bank and he'll tell the bank, see, you need to give me 200 crore ka term loan. I can't make any payments in between nor even interest unless all my flats are sold, and it's going to get total 3 years time. Right? So bank will give him a term loan for term loan of 200 crores at slightly higher rate. Say even if bank is charging 20% per annum, so this will be compound interest, so it will keep increasing. So after 3 years, even if the amount becomes something like say 350 crores or 400 crores, whatever it becomes, you can do the calculation, but still the builder will make a handsome profit of 150 to 180 crores over here. So that's why it's a good deal for him as well as for bank. So in the case of term loans, we use compound interest. Are we all clear with this concept, everyone? So now show me a thumbs up if you have clearly understood difference between simple interest and compound interest. Please show me a thumbs up. Now let's go to the formulae. Right, so the formula for simple interest is PRT, or you can say PRN upon 100, where N is the number of years, whatever you want to remember. So here we get simple interest, and remember, amount is equal to principal plus simple interest. While in the case of compound interest, we directly get amount formula, and compound interest will be equal to amount minus principal. Amount means the total amount that is accrued along with interest at the end of the period, and if you eliminate the principal part out of that, then you will get compound interest part. So I hope all of you have understood this thing. Great. So let's one more thing. As I said, in the case of compound interest, the example that I had taken, the interest was added to the principal at the end of every year. So this process of adding interest back to the principal is called compounding. Okay, so that means the compounding happens at the end of every year. So that is called annual compounding. Okay, compounding means adding that interest back to the principal. So if it is done yearly, so that is annual compounding. If it is done half yearly, that is half yearly compounding, and same way quarterly compounding. So the formula would vary like this. So for half yearly compounding, this rate of interest will become r by 2 and number of periods will become 2n, and same way for quarterly compounding, rate of interest will become r by 4 and the period will become 4n. So I hope all of you have understood this part. Okay, now there are a couple of special cases, so that we'll understand through an example, but can you quickly answer this question now? Which scheme is better for better, SI or CI while lending money? Can I say while lending money? So it should be CI. Yes, everyone, it should be CI, compound interest. If I lend at compound interest, I'm going to get more interest. So this was a simple question. Same way, find simple interest if principal is this one, rate of interest is this one, and n is 2. Now understand, see, simple interest questions are going to be straight. The calculation is going to be very simple. Here rate of interest is 8% per annum. So can I say for 2 years total interest is 16%. What you need to calculate is 16% of 150 rupees. So 16 into 50, if you check, it's 240. So this will come out to be 24 rupees. Done. This is how you should do the calculation rather than writing the formula and all those things. Okay, so this is how I expect you to do the calculation. Fine. Now look at this question. This is very interesting. So if a principal invested at SI becomes double in 5 years, SI means simple interest पे invest किया है, and it becomes double in 5 years. Find the rate of interest, and also in how many years will it become 8 times. So this is the special case that I was talking about. In fact, you need to understand special situation. So let's see this thing. Suppose I invested X rupees and in 5 years or after 5 years, it became 2X rupees. So can I say interest of X rupees has been added in 5 years? That means after every 5 years, interest of X rupees is going to be added. And so forth. So in simple interest, in the same period, same interest will be added. But in compound interest, it won't happen this way, by the way. Okay. So first thing, on X rupees, I got interest of X rupees. So it is 100% interest in 5 years. So can I say rate of interest is 20% for 1 year? So rate of interest is 20% per annum. That's the answer to first question. What is the rate of interest? 20%. Now the other question, in how many years will it become 8 times? So guys, I know in every 5 years, X rupees of interest is going to get added. So if I want to make it 8 times, that is 8x, can I say I'll have to add interest of 7x rupees? For 1x, it takes 5 years. So for 7x, can I say it will take 35 years? Yes or no? So answer for this one is 35 years. Guys, have you all understood this problem? Show me a thumbs up if you all have understood this quickly, and do not forget to press the like button. Quickly press the like button. Chalo, jaldi se. Great. Fine. So now guys, let's look at this one. John borrows a sum of 20,000 for a period of 4 years at 8% simple interest. Find the interest and the total amount due at the end of 4 years. Of course, 8% per year. So 4 years, 32%. Yes, so we need to calculate 32% of 20,000, which is 6,400. So interest is 6,400 and amount will be 20,000 plus 6,400. So this is going to be the amount, right? So this is how you can practice more question. One more question for you, so you can definitely solve it after this session because our time is up. So before I wind up, yeah, just once again I want to tell you the benefits of Plus subscription. You will get access to mock test series. In case if you are not aware about that, you'll get access to leaderboard and you'll be able to interact with the faculties personally, right? So these are some of the benefits. So quickly go for this subscription. You have downloaded the app, then select your goal as CAT, and then you go for subscription. You will see different plans over there, and you can go for either 12 months plan or 24 months plan. Do not forget to use my referral code, which is SHAH10. You can also ask your friend about that, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe our channel. You understand our aim to become the best channel, right? Okay, so please support in that as well. And yes, here is something for you. So please join this Telegram group so that you can get updated about whatever new things that we are making available. For example, material download link and all. So that's it from my end, guys. Hope you would have enjoyed this session. Thank you.